Hello gamers, I'm just going to be making a little video and I'm gonna call it Payday 2 for beginners. So let's start off with the obvious, just what the game's about. This game is about kind of robberies. It's kind of if only GTA was revolved around robbing, not like quest, any of that, it's just robbing. Now, here we have the inventory. You select between a couple panels. You have the mask. This doesn't matter. It's just to look better, pretty much. Your character. This is to specialize certain lines. And for your figure, the armor. This is what matters. This up updates your concealment depending on what you have, and we'll go into that later. Your equipment, we'll also go into that later. Your weapons are all here, and then your abilities. Let's start off with concealment. You want to have two separate builds, like I have. I have a silenced build, and I have a loud build. For silenced, this is pretty much you just want suppressor on everything, and that will lower your detection risk, which is right here on the left. Now, going to the armor, depending on what you have, this will change your concealment. For me, I have the two-piece suit. And, well, let's say I have something like the combined tactical vest. I have a higher detection risk than just the two-piece suit because I don't look suspicious. The outfit doesn't matter. That is just down to personal taste. Same with the gloves. Now, going to equipment, this also goes along with stealth. There are certain abilities or gadgets that you could place down that work with the silenced build, which I would pretty much just put as the body bag case, the ECM jammer, and that's pretty much it. Sometimes you want first aid, but usually you don't. And then everything else is just for whenever you're going loud. But you want to use the jammer and the body bag case if you're going into... Sometimes ammo bags needed, usually not, just... But that's the two you want whenever you're doing silenced. Now, let's go to weapons. Again, this 100% depends on what you're doing. If you're doing a silenced build, what I do recommend is just suppressing. Suppress your weapons for silenced builds, and we'll get into the money thing later, but you want to get your suppressors so you could go in silently and not get detected. Throwables, they don't really matter if you're on silenced, but I do recommend if you're on silenced, go Ace of Spades. It's good. Then melee, again, it just depends on the damage that it has. So I just went with Kento's Tanto. That's all that matters, and the concealment is what matters. Alright, that's all it is for weapons. But if you're going loud build, that's what matters. You want to get the highest damage with the highest ammo. That is what it is for loud. Alright, then for abilities, if you want to go silenced, go ghost. Try to get everything for ghost, cause that's what matters. If you're doing something that is a little more tough, like loud, go technician, mastermind, or fugitive. Those are actually what matter. And then perk deck, you just do whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. Just, I recommend rogue. This is for dodge or suppressed build, which is, yeah, that's all that matters. Crew management, try to get them anything you can, but it doesn't matter what mask they wear, and then what outfit. Everything else does matter, And that is just up to personal preference. Not, not what matters. Now, that's just the basics of your inventory. Now, let's go into the actual heist. There's a money system in this game, as you see in the bottom left. That's my actual money. You have a certain cash system and offshore cash. Offshore is meant for going to infamy, which that's just pretty much looping levels around and giving you more money. But but they also buy contracts for CrimeNet. And then if you go to just normal cash, that buys weapons, weapon attachments, all of that. And sometimes outfits, whatever you want to get, money as well. Now, let's go to the heisting part. Let's go to an easier one. Let's go to an easy one. Just to silenced. Let's do shattering. We're just going to do it on normal. And, well, it's not going to be hard. Just... Oh yeah, contracts have certain prices as you go up. There's... pretty sure 7 difficulties. There's normal, hard, very hard. And then there's a couple others I don't remember. But I would recommend starting off on normal.
Good thinking.
And just
You'll find
working your way from there. It's all you need.
Your reputation
And
for being punctilious.
what I'm doing now is
time for
I'm
action. Allow
go
me
to
to quote
pre-planning,
Colin Powell.
and you get to,
There are
well,
no secrets to success. I will arrange for it to be left.
you just pretty much get to do whatever. You get to assemble
is one thing.
what you want, what you
Execution
need.
is another.
That's all.
Time to execute.
That's all there is to it. Now, there's certain things that you have to keep in mind. The concealment is what really matters. If you have a 3 concealment, that is the lowest you can get. 99 is the highest. If you're going suppressed, if you're going silenced, suppressed, you want to keep it as low as possible.
The main gate, direct
And,
route,
well,
might be watched.
you
Maybe
see
there are
on
other
the top
ways in.
left, that is pretty much just what you have to do. That is your goal. Now, I do recommend looking up videos on certain spots, because there's certain items everywhere.
There's a lot of stuff coming
But
home.
if you just don't want to do
Ammo,
that,
and
then you
anything
could
the
learn on
mercury
your own.
element can
Now, the
liberate.
question mark, that's
Check murky
just
waters containers.
showing that there's, well, I'm being detected.
Whoa, I just reached into my pocket and hit the radio button
And
by
if you're
accident.
going
It
silenced,
won't happen
there's a pager build that you have to do. There's mods to get rid of that. Pretty much there's just Silent Assassin. That's one of them off the top. And pagers pretty much don't exist. But what you want to do
This is the warehouse.
is just
You can bet there's better loot in here.
kind of rob. You can't control what people are and where, but you can kill. Certain amount of killing will sound the alarm, which will reveal yourself.
I don't know what happened. Might have hit the button without knowing it.
And the pager system goes something like, it takes a certain amount of time. And if the body or body bag gets detected after a certain amount of time,
Who knows what's on that server?
Then-
Blueprints, records, maybe the password for Area 51.
you're kinda screwed if that happens. And you never know where anybody would be. And, for example, I didn't know somebody would be here.
Sorry. What, I thought...
And, well,
You're
since
the one calling
he's
me.
here,
What's up?
you could just do a lot of things without any explanation. Oh yeah, I have to drop this. And, well, there's just a lot to learn, but it comes with time. No amount of video will make you better. You just have to give it time.
Found it.
And there's systems that they use. You could look it up on what they do, but it won't make you better. It will just make it a little easier. And, well, there's a lot of things to learn and too little time. So, instead of, wasting your time just watching this video, spend some time actually playing the game. It costs $10 on Steam. It could also cost $5, but that's just during certain sales times. Not always. And
That's used banknotes from our allies overseas.
instead of saying, oh, I don't have the money, I don't have a PC. It's also on Xbox. You could get it on Xbox with Game Pass and just try it out. See how it feels. You don't exactly have to love the game, but, it will feel very rewarding after a while. The harder heists, when you do that, and it feels so rewarding just to finally beat it. The best comparison I can give is, maybe doing a hard test and then realizing you did well. When you realize that you did well, you feel so good, and you feel on top of the world. That's the feeling. It's like a rush of testosterone running through your veins, and you feel like you're on top of the world, like you're the best. And there's not a lot to say after that, because...
Guys, what's that noise?
And, well, it's just that you feel rewarded. Instead of...
Alright, that'll keep Gage sweet. You guys can
feeling
cash this out
like
now, or stay for more.
you were robbed, like it's not worth the money, you will feel very rewarded after a while. It comes with time. And with that, it's pretty much CSGO like. It takes time, but it feels so rewarding after a while. You just have to invest in it. And that is pretty much all there is to it. So, if you enjoyed, just subscribe, like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed.